one and all, welcome to Seen Through Glass. You find me back in the UK. I'm here working with Shell Helix Ultra Oils. I think you guys know I do a lot of work with Shell each year, and over the last few weeks they've been doing a big European relay working with different YouTubers in different countries. And whilst I haven't really been in the UK this year because of Drive the World, Shell asked me to be the representative from Great Britain. So of course I said yes, and here I am. So in true Top Gear style, I have an envelope and I'm going to read it out loud to you guys now. So, dear Sam, welcome to the Shell Helix Car Makeover Challenge. To promote the benefits of the Shell Helix Ultra 0W motor oil range, we are facilitating a European automotive makeover challenge. Prior to today, Enchimau from Spain set you a challenge. Oh, okay, here we go. Hi Sam, you're the final stop of our challenge. I think you'll agree the car looks great. I'm going to show you guys the car in 2 seconds, bear with me. The car has travelled all the way through Germany, France, Spain, and now to the UK. The car's a smooth looker, so let's keep it running smoothly. Your challenge is to change the oil. Good luck. I have a story to tell you, hold on a moment. So Sam, that is your challenge. Should you choose to accept it, we can't wait to see what you get up to. Hashtag Shell Helix Makeover. Right, okay, I reckon it's time to show you guys this car. So here is the car that has been used for this makeover challenge, a BMW M2 Competition, and I'm actually so excited about this because during my travels this year I have seen so many M2s and specifically M2 competitions knocking around, and I've been really intrigued by them and wanting to have a go in one. This obviously is a pretty unique M2 competition because, as we have just discovered, it has been having a makeover at various stops through Europe over the last couple of weeks. Now, I think most obviously we have the wrap. Things kicked off with this wrap, which has obviously some Shell Helix Ultra branding, but also the sort of stripes and the big M, and I really enjoy it. And I've noticed over this side, look, people have been actually signing their names or their usernames using this big M. So you can see Enchimau and Motor.com and various bits and bobs. So yes, the wrap is obviously quite a standout feature, but there are a number of other elements that make this car really pop, in my opinion. So eagle-eyed viewers will have noticed the big old M Performance wing, which is on the back of this car. That carbon fibre wing and the carbon fibre splitter, the front splitter, were added. The car then moved on to France, where more carbon fibre got added. This is going to be one of the most carbon fibred M2 competitions. We got side skirts, and coming around the back, the rear diffuser in carbon fibre as well, and then these lovely OZ racing wheels with some fresh rubber too. So this is the car that I am lucky enough to drive here in the UK to get this oil change, which reminds me I probably need to call a garage and get an oil change booked in, right? So, welcome inside the BMW M2 Competition. I'm so excited to be driving this car. But I have to say, it's an M2 Competition which I've just noticed only has 5,700 kilometers on the clock. So I think it's probably fair to say that it's not a car that needs an oil change. But I reckon Shell have challenged me with doing one because they know something that you don't. I've never changed the oil in a car before. Yeah, I'm embarrassed to admit that, but I did just admit it on camera. I've never changed the oil in a car before. So when we go to the garage in a few hours, somebody else is going to do it for me, and I'm going to be there trying to learn as much as possible so that one day in the future I can change the oil in a car. I mean, I was going to use the excuse that I'm a sort of middle-class millennial from a plushy upbringing, but I don't think that's good enough excuse. I should really know how to change the oil in a car. I have to say though, I am very happy that this entire relay is taking place in a BMW M2 competition, because I've mentioned it a few times recently. I don't know what's happened to me this year, but I've started to really like BMWs. When I sold my 330i Saloon nearly 10 years ago now, I thought that was kind of the end of my BMW ownership experience. But this year, through projects like this and loan cars in some countries, I just seem to be spending a lot of time in BMWs. And every time I get in one, I'm like, ooh, this is nice. This is really nice. And this M2 competition is more than really nice. It's really fun to drive. Something else I'm aware of though is UK geography. I might not have been here for 5 or 6 months, but I do remember that about 5 minutes down this road, we're going to be rejoining the motorway, and it's a UK motorway, it's not an autobahn, so we're probably going to be sitting in 50-mile-an-hour average speed camera zones. After that, we're then going to be getting into South London traffic as we head towards the garage. So maybe the fun part of my drive in the M2 competition is coming to an end, but we're going to be seeing what it's like in everyday real life situations, and that could be very interesting too. Let's crack on. Well, I have now arrived at Westby Garage, and you can see the M2 competition already positioned on the ramp, ready for its oil change. And I have to say, I sort of have a test, a litmus test almost, for whether I think a car is good looking or cool, or whether I just like a car, is when I'm filming it, when I get out to do the sort of external shots or the B-roll, if I find myself continually looking back and going, God damn, that's cool, then it means that I kind of really like the car. And that's what I seem to keep doing with this little M2 comp. And I don't know if it's because of the various makeovers that it's had that it's standing out more than a standard car. I don't know, but I'm really liking it. And I totally missed this earlier. Carbon fibre engine strut. Look at that. Super nice. But anyway, as I say, we are here for the oil change. And this is Kyle. Carl, hi. Very nice to meet you. Sam. We have already met off camera, so that was a bit weird doing it again. But look, thank you so much for helping me out. I've been challenged to change the oil of this M2 competition, and you are my man. Now I'm using, or I wanted to use the Helix Ultra 0W. I think you've got some in your hand.
Indeed,
The Dash 30, I'm so mechanically inept. What's the difference between Dash 15, Dash 30s, Dash all that?
Velocity of the oil.
And
what temperatures and so on.
So for a sort of sportier car, 30's better? By the way, feel free to teach me, because I wouldn't know where to begin with changing the oil, so if you have any tips, I would appreciate them.
Okay, so first of all, normally we do have to drop an under tray, but BMW have been very kind here and left a
big old hole. Helping people like me to figure out what to do. Okay,
which is quite handy. So basically we haven't got to drop the under tray at all. It's quite a solid metal one actually, which is very handy. It makes it a lot quicker. So obviously we'll start off by draining the oil. Always make sure the engine's hot when you drain the oil. Never try and drain the oil when it's cold, because obviously it will be a lot thicker. You won't get most of the oil out either. When it's a lot obviously hotter, it's a lot thinner and it flows out a lot quicker.
Nice. Well, I've been in sport mode the whole way here, so we should be fine.
It feels quite warm.
Okay, we're down to the final few drops.
Final few drips. It's come out nice and fluid, as I said, because it's nice and hot. And now we're going to put the sun plug back in. Drop the vehicle down and obviously fill the engine up with oil.
I'm embarrassed by how easy this has been so far.
I mean, as I said, it's made for the cutout. It's made it a bit easier on this vehicle. But some vehicles, you know, there's an extra half an hour, 40 minutes just to take them out off.
Fair enough.
But luckily they've used their head.
Good, making your life easier. Okay, nice, amazing. I'll let you crack on. I don't feel like I was contributing much to that oil change procedure, apart from asking a lot of questions and trying to learn. I was trying to learn, but I've asked for a task so that I could, you know, be more part of this challenge. And so I've been given the task of the oil change test drive. Because we haven't changed the filters, there was a little bit of a question mark as to how much Helix Ultra oil we should put in to this engine. We were advised around 6.5 litres. You never quite know how much oil is in the existing filters, so that's why there's a little bit of wiggle room. And right now, I'm driving the car so it can learn its new oil, and all the systems can reset themselves and tell us if we need to add a little more. But so far, so good. And whilst Kyle was doing the change, I was learning a little bit more about the benefits of Helix Ultra, and I have to say, they are all very applicable to this M2 competition, which is perhaps why the relay has been done in this car, because improved MPG, fuel economy, increased performance in terms of acceleration. This one I quite like. It improves the smoothness of your drive. And then finally, it improves or increases your engine durability. And if I was to ever own an M2 competition, I imagine I'd be in Sport Plus on B roads the whole time thrashing the thing, or on the track. And so it would be nice to know that my engine is going to last a little bit longer once I put some Helix Ultra in. So yeah, a day full of learning. I feel like a more knowledgeable person, a better car person. I was never that good a car person, was I? But maybe now I'm a slightly improved version of myself. So I think it's time to head back to Kyle, say thank you very much, give him a handshake, and then finish off today's challenge and today's video.
And there's it. Probably a bigger, better photo.
Wow. What year was that then?
So I think that was the 1920s, I believe.
That's awesome.
30s, 20s.
But these aren't relations of yours though, right? No. This is just the history of the actual building
history of the garage, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's super cool. Well, look, you've done an awesome job. The car has no error messages or anything like that, so thank you very much. I appreciate it, and hopefully I'll be back. I'll bring a car in next time. You can do oil changes and whatever else I'm driving.
Perfect, yeah.
Super nice to meet you, mate. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, yeah, that would always be helpful. Yeah.
I don't get to keep the car, though.
No, unfortunately not. We'll speak to Shell about that. Yeah. Cheers, mate.
Lovely.
Thank you.
Cheers, thank you.
Well, all that is left now is for me to sign my name on the car, because you may remember when I walked around the car earlier, every single influencer, YouTuber, social media personality that has cosmetically modified this car has signed their name. So it is my turn. I've written like a 4-year-old, but look, here you go. There we go, right below Enchir Mao. S. I haven't written that very well. I feel like I need to. Ha-ha! So that is it. I hope you've enjoyed today's video and following my challenge, my makeover challenge with this BMW M2 competition as part of the Shell Helix Ultra relay. If you want to see any other parts, any of the other videos that have been made during the sort of makeover relay, you can find all the links to those videos below. I think what you should do though is go back and watch video number 1, which was Matthias, who did the wrap. So yeah, just follow the journey from day one and you can see how we've ended up at this point right here with this lovely M2, which I'm very sad to say goodbye to, but that's exactly what I'm about to do. I'm going to say goodbye to you as well. So give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and make sure to subscribe for plenty more videos to come.